Welcome back. So we're asked to evaluate this indefinite integral in respect to x. So what we are going to do is we are going to use u-substitution for this type of problem. So what do I mean? You can say solution. Let's try solution. We say let u be equals to the radicand, which is 1 plus x. So we can also find the derivative of u, which is du in respect to x. In respect to x, we have 1. All right. And why are we using this u substitution? Is we want to get rid of x so that we can be able to find this antiderivative using the power rule. So this is now going to be the x is going to be equals to du, because if you use 1 to multiply this and you use this to multiply this, so we are going to get 1 du equals to 1 dx. So that is what is here. Then I cannot represent, let me write it where. Can I represent du instead of dx? Okay. So we also have x here. We can now say u equals 1 plus x. So we want to know what we are going to use to substitute x. We now say u minus 1 equals x. So instead of me to write x, I will now write du. Okay, just see what I'm trying to say here. Let me use another marker. So I'll say the indefinite integral of x, I'm going to write u minus 1. Then I now have square root of 1 plus x is the same thing as u. Now, instead of me to write the x, I'll write du, and that's it. So here I can easily simplify this to be u minus 1, and I have multiplied by 1 over 2 du, right? Because square root is the same thing as 1, is the same thing as half. So this is going to be, I'll now open this bracket by expanding. So this will now be u1 plus 1 over 2 minus u power half, okay, du. All right, because they have the same base, so their power are going to do what? Are going to add each other. So this will now be u, we have 3 over 2 minus u power half du. So now you can see it, we've been able to convert this into power. So we are going to use power rule to find the antiderivative of these two functions. So what this simply means now is that we can now say u power 3 over 2 plus 1 over 3 over 2 plus 1. Then minus, we have u power half over half, remember, plus 1, then plus our constant of integration. So this is now easy for us to do. So we can answer our u equals to, this is going to be 5 over 2 power 5 over 2 minus, we have u power 3 over 2 power 3 over 2, then plus c. So we can rewrite this, because this is just like a complex fraction. So we can rewrite this to be 2 over 5 multiplied by u power 5 over 2, then minus 2 over 3 multiplied by 3 out of 2 plus c. So, and that is how to find the answer. Though remember that u, let's complete it. We now say u equals 5 to power 5. U is 1 plus x power 5 over 2 minus 2 out of 3. And I have 1 plus x power 5 plus c. And this is our antiderivative of that function in respect to x.